Welcome back to my channel. Thank you if you are a first timer. If you are returning subscriber, if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. You know, there will be more videos like this, and there's just going to be a variety. But no, I'm just showing you guys the tea that I will be distressing today. I'm going to do some cuts and do some acid washing, and I'm just starting off by making some slits over here in the top right corner. So I'm not particular about my lines unless it was maybe a white shirt, I would be. So I'm fine with just taking the scissors in. And what I did was from bottom to top, I made the slits at the bottom a little bit smaller because I wanted to create a upside down triangle pattern. So now I am going about cutting off the collar. And a mistake that I used to make in the beginning when I would cut is that I would cut the front and the back of the collar together. And what I just did there was I just went in and intertwined those slits that I made from the beginning and to create a woven pattern. There are videos that show you how to do that. I'm not going to explain that in this one, but I will explain that in a different video. And I was just showing you guys the spot that I tested out with the bleach, because sometimes the bleach doesn't show up on certain materials, and I want to say it's the cheaper ones from what I've noticed. But I am going ahead and making slits up the side because I'm also going to create a another woven braid. And the smaller the cuts too, mind you, I don't want to say the harder it's going to be, but the more attention you need to pay when it comes, because you could just easily skip over one and then you get to the bottom and boom, they all come out. And what I did at the bottom, and I'm not tying off the ends at first, I just put a piece in there to hold it, and I'll go back to it later and seal it off. Now I'm just making some slits on the, what is that, left shoulder, and I ended up cutting that down the middle, and just, I think one ripped, so I just or no, what happened was I didn't like the way the braid was coming out when I was weaving it together. So yeah, I just cut it down the middle and ended up tying them together in the end. Just a regular knot. I didn't have quite enough space to get that knot through with just my fingers, so that's where my pliers came in handy. Just held it and pulled it through. Okay, now here comes the fancy part. No, not really, but okay, you see me, I'm just showing you how you adjust the this is bleach in this bottle, um, just to clarify. But I was just adjusting the nozzle to show you how, of course, to get a more narrow spray line, you're going to loosen it and then you tighten it when you want just like the mist. And I started off with doing some lines, and then I go back and forth just playing with it, because whenever I'm creating a shirt, most likely I am not going off of a pattern. I'm just freestyling it. Some lines over here as well. And all right, let's let the music play. So this is our finished product. Of course, this detail here is my favorite, the woman. Just play around with it, especially if this is something you're just getting into. Every time I do it, I'm like, oh, I could have done that a little bit different. I'm going to say better because I like the way this looks. But with this one, I would have brought it down a little bit more, which just making note for my next cut creation. My ties. And you can't really see the braid because it's black, but this one is really cute too. Catch that. And be mindful of when you have logos or decals, if you're actually cutting fabric out, which I didn't do, so it didn't affect it quite, but even when you're doing the woven pattern, you're tightening the shirt. The shirt is now either a size or half a size smaller in certain areas because, like I said, you're bringing in what was once widened. If I'm explaining that right. This I'll go back and like cut lower because you have to play with it and see how it actually fits on you to know, like, if you're dealing with if you're making a shirt or creating a shirt for someone else, these are things to be mindful for. Because this is a unisex, but I would definitely say that it's more made for a man. And in the back, another thing to be mindful, you see how the bleach in the center is different from this bleach here, because I let this one set longer and then I rinsed that one out. It doesn't look bad to me, but just something to be mindful of because they are slightly different colors. Just be creative with it. Throw your own designs in there. Don't be afraid to be expressive with the bleach. If you are a first timer, I do recommend that you don't do a brand new shirt for your first time. Do not test out your skills on a brand new shirt unless you feel in yourself or you trust your judgment, or you're going off of a tutorial. I don't know. I just wouldn't do it. I've been doing this for a while now. I've been doing this for a while, so I kind of am fine with, like, this is one of my favorite shirts. Let me throw that out there. This is one of my most favorite shirts, but it was getting a bit dingy, so I'm like, okay. I feel like when you do an acid wash, acid design, galaxy creation, whatever you want to call it, it kind of brings the shirt back to life. Because yeah, it was looking a little rough, because it kind of, yeah, it goes with the vibe. But what else do I need to inform y'all of? I think that's about it. Like, I really like this. Maybe do something like this, and then big, and then up on my next style. But my next style will be a swim cover up. Simple, quick, something you probably can't find at the stores. And because I'm always looking for something. Well, I have seen it a couple of times, but not specifically this way that I'm going to do it, or this kind of, it doesn't hang like mine's is going. The ones in the stores doesn't hang like mine's will, or how I'm projecting it to. So we'll see. Stay tuned for that. And I will be having pieces available in my Etsy shop soon. So also, you want to turn on your post notifications, your video notifications, I don't know what you call it on here, to be updated about that if you are interested in rocking one of my tees. Like I said, I love it. I'm so happy you guys stayed in tune to finish the video, okay? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how you feel about it.